What's up YouTube, welcome to our video. In this video we will learn how we can get all the data from the Firebase database into the datagrid view and without the need of any specific ID or parameter. So we will return all the data from the Firebase, and it does not matter that if your database has 10 records or 10,000 records, all the data will be retrieved. So let us begin. Now let me first add datagrid view and a rich text box, and also two buttons, one for showing data in the rich text box and one for showing data in the datagrid view. Let's also change the name as well. So this is RTB and this is for datagrid. Now let's create event for both of these. So click event and one for the data grid. Inside our event, one other thing is that I have set the configuration already. So if you don't know how to set the configuration with FireSharp, you should watch the video in the description. For this video, you need two special libraries. So one is the system collection.generic and the second is the using newtonsoft.json. So now coming back to our events, I will create a Firebase response here. So res equals to client dot get. So first let me show you the structure of the database. So here is the database which contains a folder named the users, and inside this folder here are some record of the users, and each record has the information of a user. So there is this name which is string, and the password in the form of integer, and a boolean which is admin. So all of these users have these properties, and we want to retrieve all the users without having a specific ID. So we can do that by getting the response of the entire folder which is the users. Now before getting the data, I need to create a class. I need to create a class with the same properties as my database. So the users, and I need three properties, prop, and press tab, and it will create an auto property. So string, the first property is name, the second property is pass, and the third property is admin, which is a boolean, and the password is in the form of string, in the form of integer, and the name and the type of these properties should be the same as in the database. So now save it and close this. Now here I'm gonna create a dictionary with a key of string and a value of the users, and it will be called data, which will be equals to JSON convert dot deserialize object, and this method requires a type, so I will give it the type of dictionary string comma the users, and then inside this method res dot body dot toString. So what is going on over here? This method will get our data in the form of JSON. So it would look like this. So we will receive the data in the form of JSON. So we need to convert the data of these users in the form of dictionary items. So let's say the first item would be in the string. This folder name will go, and inside the users all of these properties will go. So what we are doing here is that we are retrieving our data from the Firebase in the form of JSON and converting it with the help of this JSON deserialized object. We are converting our JSON data in the form of dictionary string comma the users. So we will have all the users data in the form of dictionary items, and each item will contain a name, which is gonna be the name of the folder and the properties of the users, which are these three properties: RTB, which is the method that we will create right now. So I will just copy this and paste it here because these lines will be the same. Data grid. So now let's create these methods. Richtextbox 1 clear. Then I will create a for each loop. So for each and press tab. It will create a for each loop for you. Replace the collection with record. So inside the for loop, we will say richtextbox1 dot text plus equals to item dot key, so the name of the record. You can skip this if you don't want the name of the record, which are these 1241 and all of these. We should also put a line break over here. Now copy and paste it. Replace it with value dot. Now I have all of these properties. First the name. So now the rich text box is ready. Now let's create a method for populating the data grid view. So first of all, datagridview dot rows dot clear. So clear any rows that are present and also clear the columns. Then add 3 columns. Now just create a for each loop and the record. Let's also add a column for serial number. So serial number. Now datagridview dot rows dot add item dot key, then item dot value dot name. So now let's test this out. Press the RTB button and you can see that all of the records are here. When I press the data grid button, all of the records have been shown. So this is all for the video. If you like it, give it a thumbs up and do subscribe to the channel. See you next time.